life, chest, neck, belly and spine. Know yourself when I play about. Thinking a man get taken now. Don't lose yourself on chasing clout. Freeze that math, not thinking now. So much lights I'm lost for the bundle. Whipping that down to the yolo. My lifestyle coming expensive. Crusted rings and bust and watch. I flooded my wrist with ice I did, and I can't read the clock. This life ain't good for the weak. So much lights I'm lost for the bundle. Whipping that down to the yolo. My lifestyle coming expensive. Crusted rings and bust and watch. I flooded my wrist with ice I did, and I can't read the clock. This life ain't good for the weak. Don't get nipped and sing the cop. Cut all the problems, I am sober. Lean and stupid, moving sober. See my face, they know it's over. Shut man down like a told them folder. Step right back to my friends, but gang, we hold it tight and fire at men. Bang it once, then tap it again. Bottom one, little bunch of times. Best time will come.
Yo malta, como é que é? Achei. Super, uma estúpida. Tinha feito um vídeo Não sei o que é que se passou. Estive a pagar umas coisas, mas o programa ficou bem lento. Não há nada que eu possa fazer. Mas entretanto, como a gente está live, já tenho aqui umas cenas ready. Não vai ser muito tempo, mas não vai ser algo. E eu já encontrei uma compilação, estamos a isso, vamos a isso. Shit.
Be aware of that.
It's damn near 1,000 people at a time. Every time I go live, it's almost 1,000 people watching this and they want to know what's going on. I'm telling y'all, bro, I don't care if I got to go live every day to expose these folk. They done got caught. Fuck, I give a fuck, man. I'm going to die anyway. I don't care about them folks catching me slipping, lacking. I'm up out of here. Get what? 1,000 people. I did it for y'all. If I'm a sacrifice anything, bro, I'm sacrificing it right now. Letting you know right now. Hey, bro. On your way up out of here, just remember this what they doing, bro. This is what's going on. I'm not scared. I'm not scared to die. Once you get a really understanding of what life is.
Face and body. The relevance of electric frontiers in biology is no small matter. Planaria grew a tail end into a second head. Tadpoles bioelectrically modified to grow additional eyes, genetically altered so that a particular frequency of blue light would stimulate ion regulators in their cell walls. This allowed electric gradients in their body to be precisely changed to match the electrical characteristics that cue the body to grow all the tissues required for an eye.
Bro, they just said that the blue light is used to alter and change the DNA of the individual, where they put these nanotechnology inside of it, and they got blue lights all across the United States, bro, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's giving the nanotechnology an opportunity to change the DNA. That's exactly what they just said.
Hello. Calls, and in Bangladesh it went up to 600. Now it is over 900, and that was all within just a few weeks. So you can pause the screen if you like, but yes, that's 187,000 people who've tested positive out of the country's 170 million people. You can do the math and see the percentage there. And it's not just in Bangladesh that this is happening. It's happening right in here as well as there's other stuff that is going on as well with it. So here is what causes it.
Hey, you want to know what? Look, he didn't want to say it, but look, it's a correlation. Be like, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors when something big is going on. For instance, when all the people were getting that was on that particular list, that little kids, they on a certain island, it was a lot of chaos going on during the time when these people was getting handed down sentences and stuff like that. Just pay attention though. It's crazy.
And yes, it's been all over the place. Usually you see it down in the islands where there's an outbreak of it. But
Before he passed, watch.
Randy Quaid thought it was going to keep him alive if he stood up in front of the entire world and called out Hollywood. What he didn't realize is that there are some fates worse than death. And in his case, they first made him look crazy and then made him crazy. When
I mean, you've already mentioned a few that are...
Probably that I'm God. Yeah, that's probably the craziest one. But apparently, God and the devil are the same incarnation, just at different lifetimes, depending on how much the people, the people are actually the psychics. This is the main collective psychic group. They control who is who, what numbers you get issued, what names you'll get issued, stuff like that. And they're like, you're God, dude. You're obviously God. Every time I go to the beach, when I look at nature, if I'm walking on the street, if I look at nature, the message is very clear. Throw them in the ocean. Just throw them in the ocean. And then when I go to the ocean, they're like, you're God. You have to do these things. And you'll have magic, and you'll get food, and you'll have everything you want. But you're going to have to be homeless because you're also the devil. I'm not really worried about them killing me.
So when you're sharing these stories about the Illuminati and all these other crazy things, do you understand that they're kind of crazy, or do you believe them?
I don't know. I like to think that it's just crazy shit. That it's just schizophrenia. There's nothing I can really do about it. But then sometimes something will happen. Like somebody will just pop up and say one word at just the right time. That means that it's all real. And then what I'm hearing, I'll be standing next to somebody and I'll hear a voice on the wind of this woman I talked to from another dimension. It's like my soulmate. But we live on different worlds. So we have to keep dying and trying to come back on the same world just so we can be together. And I will hear her on the wind, especially when I'm like eating or smoking weed, because in this universe, she's weed basically. And when I eat it, I'm eating her. And when I smoke it, I'm burning her. So it's always bad. But the high is like my favorite high. I prefer weed over crystal any day.
First people. Satan gave me this mess.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Say this mess. It's a lie of the devil. I shouldn't have said that. God.
Some common sense. All this chaos in the world. Do you really think the only message that God will give some preacher is how for everyone to get rich?
My Lord.
On television. Got a one message.
Amen.
Prosperity. Villa, true prosperity is not money. It's not houses.
You feel me? Like
feeding you lab meat.
I'm sure we all heard about what happened in Vegas, but this is about to happen to the whole world. Be prepared. These fake alien invasions is the last thing the government has over us. The world is about to come to an end. There is a clock that is rotating. That clock just stopped. All these events are just distractions because we are going to a greater shift. And what I mean a greater shift is we are really in Revelations. Everyone is about to see what has been hidden for thousands of years. I don't care if you close your eyes, you will see the truth. Even if you don't want to see the truth, you will see it. Everything in the Matrix is dealing with software upgrades. Everything has to have an upgrade. It was a time when religion people wanted Jesus to come back, and now woke people are waiting for these things to come back to save them. It's the same thing. We don't need no saviors. We save ourselves. The reason why they are doing all these distractions is because the earth is about to stop producing fruits and vegetables. This is really taking place right in front of our face. These governments know what's about to take place. They know, and deep down inside, we know. There's about to be no more fruits and vegetables and food for us to eat. These people like this know that the earth is about to stop producing fruits and vegetables and all of the farmland. Why do a scientist need farmland? They understand that they cannot evolve. We are supposed to turn our bodies into all light, but they can't evolve. So technology or transhumanism is the next step. Artificial intelligence. These fruits are not real. The meat in these laboratories are not real. They are for robots. They're trying to turn us into robots. Everyone you see, we are sharing the same heartbeat. But what the Matrix did was they replaced the heart with the artificial mind. Now everyone is thinking the same and talking the same.
People.
Products can introduce novel organisms into our bodies that can cause harm. More casual effects that consuming GMO foods
Y'all seen that? Uh-huh. Those are light beams, y'all.
See those telephone poles way back there? They're just to the right. I see them. They're all over the place. Too long. It's like.
Kill the boys who?
Why they hiding behind it, like under that bush? Like, y'all, that's look for the people that have to hide from stuff like that. Look, that's not gonna work right there.
Was your first ever credit card? Yes, I said it. Your social security card is a credit card. Your first credit card. When you was born, and you put your names on this, if you look on the back of this, was your first ever credit card. Yes, I said it. Was your first ever credit card. Yes, I said it. Your social security card is a credit card. Your first credit card. When you was born, and you put your names on this, if you look on the back of this, the numbers that's in red, the numbers that's in red, the numbers that's in red, that is an account number. When you was born, they put $1 million in that motherfucker. That's your account number. And it's worth millions. And there's way to access this. It's called the Associated Trust through the Social Security. I ain't even talking about the birth certificate.
It's for them by the trans purposes only. So you have the right to cancel that debt. So you have the right to cancel that debt contract. It is a contract for benefits. They'll say it's not, but it is. It's an application for benefits. Any application is a contract. Yes. Yes. I don't want anything from the federal government because I don't want them in my hip pocket for the rest of my life. I don't want anything. And anything you paid into Social Security, you can get back if you want to get it back. Yes, you can get it back. But there's only one specific way you can do it. And there's people that have done it. But you have to be prepared to go all the way. You don't start a battle and then turn tail and run at the last minute. You know what I mean? Just be prepared to move forward all the way down the line. You have to file a court of claims. And then if you prevail at the court of claims, then you will automatically get all the income tax money since day one refunded back to you. Plus interest. Because governments wrote many letters saying if you don't have a Social Security number, you would have no taxable income. When you got your Social Security number, how many people were told you were giving up your sovereignty? How many people were told you're giving up all your rights? How many people were told that you were giving up your right of inheritance? How many people told you you're giving up the right to work to accept a privilege? You know what I mean? How many people were told that when you got your Social Security number, you're asking for government supervision? How many people were told when you got your Social Security number, you'd pay 52% of your salary for the rest of your life to the government? Yes. 3 or 5 years. Depending on how well. One guy in Florida did it, took him 9 months. Guy followed him up, took him 4 years. You hear me? Follow the same suit, you hear me? Depends on how you set your case up. You have to set them up. You do your letter writing campaign. You follow me? And you do this and you do that. You set them up so that you have all the evidence on your side. See? And once you have them set up, then you can move forward. Okay. About citizenship a lot tonight, so I brought my big book on citizenship. Talk a lot about citizenship.
A witch multiple times.
Yeah.
A black devil.
Peraí. Mas já voltou aí. Estava a apitar. Mas também tem direito. Não é só meter aí os devils. A gente também tem direito aí, né? My people, I got the right to eat too. So I was eating something very quick to come and speak a little bit with y'all. This will be not the last video, but will be the last video that I will let it play from the beginning to the end. And then I will try to show and do a little bit of react on my new video that I did, but I don't know, the software crash out. So let's go.
A black demon. I've been called all. And you know what I have to say? I love that these beings show themselves, because a witch multiple times, a black devil, a black demon. I've been called all. And you know what I have to say? I love that these beings show themselves, because just in what you show, what you call me, is a reflection of everything that you are. Because let me tell you, darling, if I was a primate, just because I've worked in genetics before, just a fun fact for some of you lovely, ignorant ape people. If I was a primate, I would have hair all over my body, okay? Did you ever shave a primate off, y'all? Do you see the picture? Does it look like something that I look like? I would have thinner lips, because primates have pulled back lips because their jaw protrudes, right? I would have hair all over my face and my body. And as you see, Florboon doesn't have to go and get waxes on her back. I don't have to get waxes on my breasts or my face. There isn't any shaving that I have to do, because guess what, y'all? I'm primate free, genetically and otherwise. So when you call someone an ape, it is most likely a projection, because you are pulling in this ancestral memories and the cellular memories that you are cloaking as being human, and you, sir, are the primates, okay? Primates like to play with their poop, like to have anal copulation a lot, because they obsess with that, right? Okay, they're really impulsive. They have a lack of, but just to let you know, I haven't ever been against primates, y'all. I haven't any issue with the monkeys, okay? I'm a fan and a supporter of all things in nature, whether you consider them to be nefarious or not. And actually, I think monkeys are cute. I look at all of these amazing videos of people going into the jungle, and big up to our family and, Brazil. I love it. I love seeing the monkeys being in their natural habitat and swinging from the trees and being who they are. But it's interesting because, the O positives have always been denoted And the positive roots have always been connected to being primates. But I just want to let you know that is all cap. That is purposefully done, and it was geoengineered by a particular type of fake scientist who created the blood types, at least in the way that we know it today, the progenitor of the blood types that has been, propagandized in our world, okay? And do know that in his research, the only reason he decided to differentiate between the different bloods is because during blood transfusions, he had noticed that people had different reactions when given different blood from different people. And he was able to kind of break down and give different types of qualifications to each of the blood types, okay? And most of you know, like if you haven't got your blood type, I'm sorry, but you should. You should know where you come from because you're gonna know where you're gonna go, okay? You need to know where you came from so you know where you're at. All right. So very much so when you doing your blood test, anyone who's works in hematology or someone who does labs and testing blood, you do know that, a certain kind of coagulation that happens when you're testing blood determines the blood type. OK, so if you haven't done your blood type, you can get a test. It is fairly easy. It's like $10.99. If you want to be a little more proactive and get a more definitive test, you can pay LabCorp, whatever labs placed independently without your doctor. You can go in and ask them to give you a test. It's a fairly easy test, and usually it's 90%, 99% accurate. Okay, and someone had asked me before about their if blood types can change for any particular reason. And let me just say this, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a hematologist, I'm not a scientist. I know a lot, I've researched a lot, and I used to work in research basically in heredity and genetics. Blood type B. Was it B? Yeah, and no, A. Was it B or A? No, it was B. It was B. And he ended up turning into an A. And interesting enough,
Giants aren't real. Who built this? And if giants aren't real, who built this and why? Giants aren't real. Who built this? And if giants aren't real, who built this and why?
have fun. Sometimes it's to help people find themselves, because music is frequency programming. Because music is frequency programming. Because music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? I will hope before they go pull some negative shit out this conversation, they pull this part of the conversation, and then see that I'm really actually helping people, bro. So I was playing with frequency. I was playing with equalizers. Now, I figured out that hertz is to understand the frequency vibration, right? All right, there's hertz, kilohertz, megahertz, and then I think it's ultra hertz. If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind. Target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind, and I can literally, like, if I want you to astral project, right? If I want you to astral go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that. Government, just let me work. Let me do my thing. If they let a young man be a young man, and they let me move on with my life, and let me be the person I need to be, not only for myself, but for the kids. Cause, bro, people feel like they got so much control over their kids, but no, fam, the internet really do. And I'm a internet sensation. It was behind some negative shit, but I turned it into a positive. Now, if they let it be turned into a negative, they basically saying their kids. The only answer would be to kill me. And I'll say it right here on your live stream, and that'll be the only answer, to kill me. But kill me for what? My goals are positive. Like I just said, I just want to help. Yeah. Go to 17 and see what I'm saying. Go listen to my album 17 and go see what I'm saying. I just want to help. You seen John Lennon was on his. John Lennon was about peace. Hey, they murdered that.
That's what. That's what I was gonna say to you. It feels like anytime you get somebody who could either be a revolutionary or a renaissance.
I don't want to be no fucking revolutionary, bro.
No, but listen, anytime you go about things,
and if I was gonna be a revolutionary, I wouldn't even say it.
No, I was saying, how does this story end? And how
does it end? I live as long as I possibly can, so these kids can see as possible, and then boom, I die either of old age or from or somebody murder me or something.
Multiples are still being created at a scale never before imagined. They are in all walks of life. The entertainment industry in particular is known to be filled with monarch multiples. One reason mind control is prevalent within the entertainment industry is because they are able to control the powerful influence these entertainers possess over the public. Not only can messages disseminated through music and films be controlled, they can then have celebrities create distractions to divert public attention. Many entertainers have shown scars and behavior consistent with that of trauma-based mind control victims. Today, a multitude of groups and organizations are performing trauma-based mind control on victims of all walks of life.
If you're a violent guy today on the street, violent, you're either an informant, okay, that the feds know what you're doing, and you can be violent like Red Scarpa. They called him the Grim Reaper in Brooklyn. He killed over 80 guys, 70, 80 guys, killed 70, 80 guys that they know. He was an informant for 30 years, like Whitey Bulger, the guy in Boston.
Of course, and they just let you keep killing.
They're not going to say to you, kill this one, kill that one. They're not going to do that. But he had, go on the internet, it's all out there. It's not like I'm giving secrets. He would walk in a social club. If somebody accused him of something that he didn't like, he'd shoot you right in the head in front of the whole social club. And everybody was saying, oh my God, he's crazy. No, he ain't crazy. He was an informant.
Yeah.
It's Whitey Bulger.
Yeah, the dog is out. The dog is out. The dog is out. You're a bad man already to sniff you out. The dog is out. Sick 'em, boy. The dog is out. The dog is out. Come here, boy. The dog is out. Okay. I'm a dog and I need a new treat today. I feel good and I wanna play. Got 2 twin pigs trying to come my way. And I need me a poodle. I like it. I'm trying to have. Probably kiss my wife. Searching for the cat. If that was that, yeah. Food. I need it. Eat it. Kibble in bits. I eat it. Dog food came in fresh from Sweden. I'm a dog, I live and breathe it.
And they apprehend her. Here it is. The video is pretty straightforward. She walks in. She's being aggressive and continues to be aggressive. Nobody has shot her yet. This is amazing. What you're witnessing is a miracle here. And then, as they ignore the individual, this happens. Okay? And still, there is no assault. The grenades and the bombs or whatever else they have at that precinct, they don't come out. The cops come out with tasers. Okay? What you're about to see, if someone told you this is the way it happened, you would never believe it without a video. Look at the taser. She was shooting at them. Put up the picture full mass. I'm not saying she should have died. I'm actually always in celebration of life being preserved because I believe life is precious. But I want to make the point that if they were able to restrain themselves in their own precinct, to not kill a person who's shooting at them in their own precinct, that obviously everyone would have understood why you shot her if you did. They came running out. Did you see the taser? The Connecticut office of the Inspector General released footage earlier this week showing this woman, identified as 51-year-old Susan LaPrise, going into the lobby of the Bristol PD on October 5th after 10:30 p.m., holding a gun, banging on the glass with the weapon multiple times, but 4 seconds later shooting the gun at the door. She was eventually tased. She was then subdued by the officers. Body camera footage posted by local affiliate WTNH shows the incident from the officer's point of view. They ordered her to get on the ground, and one lets off shots from behind the door before running into the area, okay? LaPrise is reportedly facing illegal discharge of firearm, criminal mischief, criminal use of a weapon, and criminal attempt to commit murder with special circumstances, along with an array of other charges. She was apprehended. Now, who do you think she's charged with trying to commit murder against? The police. There's more. Before entering the police station, the woman was drinking at a local bar, according to NBC Connecticut and CT Insider, citing court documents. She confided in a woman that she had the weapon on her and would go to the police department to demand that they kill her or I will shoot them. Out of the blue, she starts to talk about how she has a disabled son, how she feels trapped, okay? The woman told law enforcement, per CT Insider, she added that LaPrise allegedly said her boyfriend was a cop and that she decided to take the gun from him. The outlet later confirmed that he is, in fact, a former NYPD police officer. The outlets reported that the woman gave LaPrise advice on where to receive mental health treatment and talked her into going home. However, she went to the station instead. The incident left about $26,000 in damages, and investigation from multiple agencies is underway. Once again, I am happy to see life being preserved. And I'm glad to see nuance being allocated because possibly there is a mental health dynamic here. What I'm saying to you, what I'm submitting to you, is that let's not only apply the narrative when a white woman engages in